Hello, this is Javier and today I'll be showing you how to make butter cake. It is very light and fluffy, and its fluffiness comes from the baking powder that we are using. If you would like it even taller, you can of course go for the whipping of the egg whites, which I also have a recipe available. So this cake goes really well with coffee and tea, and it makes the perfect breakfast or a snack. The first step that you will want to do is to cream together your butter and sugar until it's light and fluffy. So for creaming, always take note of the color changes as well. It's kind of like making buttercream frosting. And you also want to make sure that it changes light yellow to make sure that the sugar is well incorporated. If you're unsure, you can always use a pinky to test the before and the after, or just take a photo to have a rough reference. So the next step will be to whisk in the eggs. Of course, here I'm using a electrical mixer, but if you want, you can always hand whisk it. It will work perfectly fine. So for here, I will just want to whisk in one egg at a time to make sure that it's well incorporated. Make sure to add in your vanilla, and if you are using unsalted butter, do add your salt at this stage as well to whisk it in. And the next step is of course to mix in the milk. So this is a step where a lot of people might face problems. So always make sure to use room temperature milk as well as eggs so that you won't have to go through the hassle and disappointment of having to wait. Or of course, if you are using too cold ingredients, your batter will clump up or curdle up, and then it will be difficult to get the end result that you would like. Something I would like you to take note about the milk is also that you can also add it in portions. If you are afraid that it's too cold, to test it out with half the portion first. It should incorporate nicely, and previously you will notice that the mixture is quite stiff after you mix in the eggs. But as you add in the milk, the batter will get lighter and easier to make. So yeah, don't end up like me because I forgot to take my milk out of the fridge. So now that you are done mixing in the wet ingredients, you're just left with folding in the sifted flour as well as baking powder. So make sure to fold it in a circular motion, and sometimes I'll cut it in the middle to make sure that it's well incorporated. And once the dry ingredients are incorporated, such that if I scoop it even from the bottom, I check there's no more dry ingredients, do stop. As if you over mix it, what happens is that you will have either too many holes in your cake, or you will have the very dense bottom, which a lot of people, even sometimes for myself, I do experience it. A couple of holes in the cake is fine, but if you ever have faced a problem of having too many large holes inside your cake, check out my other video where I will walk you through how do you fix that problem. So now you want to tap your tray against the counter a few times to make sure that you get rid of the excessive air bubbles. And then after that, bake it at 160 degrees for about 52 to 55 minutes on the middle rack. So if you have any other questions or you need any help, feel free to drop it in the comment section below or reach out to me. And with that, thank you for watching and bye!